Ordinary Heroes is a comic book about two ordinary guys and an extraordinary neighbor. This is Barry and Derek, two 30-something hetero life mates that live together. They will soon find their lives flipped upside down when they discover their neighbor Ken is moonlighting as a costume vigilante. The weird part is that Ken is a paraplegic. The weirder part, his superhero alter ego, the Stars and Stripes of Justice, is not. Once they discover Ken is oblivious to his crime-fighting personality, they decide to join him in arms to fight against the corrupt and depraved. If they don't join the fight, their friend Ken may be murdered by enemies he didn't know he had. Like this guy, or that guy. What the fuck do you want from us? This is only the first issue. Hi, I'm Barry.
I'm Derek.
And we're the creators of Ordinary Heroes. Thanks for tuning in. The comic book that we were selling, it started a while back. It was an idea we first thought of back during an ice storm. We were sitting around, candlelight, no power, had nothing to do. We're like, you know what we should do? We should do the comic book we've always talked about doing. So we got off our lazy asses and did it. We started writing characters and designing a little storyline, but it was just too goofy and too off the wall and just clearly insane. And it didn't really have too much of a structure and a good future. Couldn't figure out where to go with it. Put it on the shelf. A couple years later, we bring a character named Ken into the mix. And once his character started evolving into what it is today, which is the Stars and Stripes of Justice, aka the Crippled Sleepwalker, very PC nickname. The comic started writing itself. We had motive. We had many places to go with the comic, but we couldn't put it to paper because we couldn't draw for shit. That is until Derek called me one day and said, "Had this artwork. You need to see it."
And basically, my idea was to take live action shots and post-process them in Photoshop to make it look like a modern day comic book. I sent Perry a picture of himself back in our old band days, him holding a guitar, which you'll see here, and ran through shitloads of layers of Photoshop to make it look the way it does.
And now we have a comic. For the most part, it's complete. It's almost finished. We just need some help, and that's why we're on Kickstarter today. We just need help finishing the comic, getting the first issue out, and like I said, that's why you're watching the video today, and that's why we're hoping you can help us. We've got all kinds of pledges. I'm pretty sure it's down this way. All the pledges list.
It's down that way.
It's on one of the sides. We have no idea where the hell this is going to go.
Yeah.
But in the most basic form of the pledge, we've got the comic book. It comes to you for $10. Woo.
10 fucking smackers.
Easy, cheap. What is that? If it was $19.99, you'd be buying a CD with that. But now you don't buy CDs anymore. So $10. What are you going to buy? You're going to buy this comic, right? It's going to be signed. It's going to come with a digital print. The digital copy. I'm sorry. It's going to come with an original song we created. And also an RPG that we developed that's kind of like an old 16-bit style Final Fantasy type RPG for the PC.
I mean, what Kickstarter will give you a physical comic signed by the artist, a digital copy in 3 different versions, original song written by them, and a video game all for $10.
Yeah. And of course, there's all kinds of pledges on there.
More exciting pledges.
I mean, there's everything from t-shirts that we're wearing. Bam, there. We got a hoodie. I think a couple hoodies on there. This is the Ordinary Heroes logo, and then the full lethal back picture there. We've got props, which I think Derek has his mallet from the first issue.
Ordinary props from the ordinary first issue of Ordinary Heroes, which is very ordinary.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff on there though. But please take a gander and help us out.
I fucking said gander.
I just said gander. I'm sorry. It's better than anywho, right?
That's true.
But whatever pledge, whatever package you pre-purchase from us, that would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, we just need something to help get the Ordinary Universe off the ground and help us bring it to life. So I think that's all I need to say.
Yeah. Get some of those pledges. They're down there, and send some money our way and make it rain.
Oh God.
Yeah, I did it again.
Thanks everybody.